Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Scarlet Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. To the ground with the back. Just ran him over. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Hand off from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Rutgers offense will take the field for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm throwing towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He's back to throw on second down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Using the quick game. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Metcalf. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Off play action. Slips away. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Runs for the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Shotgun snap on third down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium?
And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Another incompletion on third down. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Give to the running back. They bring him down and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Now on second down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll go to the ground. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The aerial assault continues. Got the quick pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity. Lost one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The give out of the gun. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's complete. A huge pickup.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man in the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Escapes trouble. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Brings it in down the left side. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll run it from the gun. Delivers the stiff arm. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires it incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. On second down, looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got his man to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. The give to the tailback. Ripping through the defense. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The snap sets up to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Wisconsin delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense was the story here. J.J. Watt may be the standard, but it looks like there's another stud edge rusher there in Madison. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. He finds his man. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the shotgun, the inside give.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They'll run it from the gun. And the Buckeyes have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. They feed him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Line is set on third down. They want to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He'll just keep slinging it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll try the run. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. Red pass, it's complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dances away. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now,
oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
that's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
He's looking for a man on second down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Snags it over the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They want to just keep throwing it. Quarterback adapting. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On third down, going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Getting set for the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's got him this time. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's going to pass. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. He wants to throw. He makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column.
Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.